Hey guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I just finished reading The Stranger / The Outsider by Albert Camus, and what I feel like if you know me and you know this book, then you're gonna know exactly what I have to say about it, and that is that the narrator did absolutely fucking nothing wrong. The narrator was completely reasonable in all his actions, and everyone else just was overreacting as fuck. Like, I'm sorry, but he is a completely fine and reasonable guy, and everyone else is just overreacting about everything. Like, the fucking prosecutor in the trial, I'm sorry, could he get a fucking grip? Like, oh, the whole trial just fucking infuriated me. Because what the hell do you mean? This guy's on trial for murdering someone in self-defense. I get that, like, you know, it wasn't really self-defense, but like, so the guy pulled a knife on him, and so he shot him, and then he continued to fire like 4 more shots. So that was a bit like, why would you be doing that? But I'm still on his side. I'd do the same. I don't care. And at this trial, instead of like talking about that, what he's actually on trial for, they're just going off on another one about his fucking dead mum. And they're like, is it true that you didn't cry at her funeral? They had like this whole array of witnesses, all to attest he wasn't really that sad at his mum's funeral. Which is not a crime. It is not a crime. So I just think it's ridiculous as hell. I just think, and then he gets the death penalty? The death penalty for killing someone in self-defense and not crying at your mum's funeral. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. That's all I have to say. I like the narrator. The narrator didn't deserve what happened to him. Yeah, anyway. So I feel like if you know me and you know the book, you already knew that was going to be in my opinion. But I also don't know what... I feel like that's the opinion you're meant to have, okay? Yeah. Because I feel like the main character is actually a good guy. I feel like he's a nice guy. He's nice to people. He's kind of friendly. I mean, like, he's a bit, like, cold and quiet, but, like, he's also nice to other people. You know what I mean? That guy's dog ran away, and he was there to be, like, you know, offer him some advice. Tell him about what would happen, you know? Helpful neighbour. So all you guys, I don't know, everyone else in this fucking book is an arsehole, and I hate them. I hate that fucking prosecutor. Also, his crash out at the end was totally fucking valid. I mean, he's literally about to get the death penalty for doing quite literally almost nothing wrong. And then this fucking priest guy is in here being like, but you must remember, like, dude, I would crash out too. I would crash out hard. So I think that was completely reasonable also. Like, the whole time, throughout the whole trial, he was just there, being quiet, just letting it happen. Like, more than reasonable. I mean, like, completely reasonable reaction to what the fuck is happening to him right now. Like, I would have been insane if that had happened to me. 'Cause what the fuck? So yeah, his crash out, completely, like, valid. And I was like, yeah, you had the right to yell at this guy, fuck this guy. So yeah. I just, also just in terms of like the actual book, the actual writing, it's a really nice book. I feel like loads of people should read it because it's a really easy read. It's really short, really easy read. You can read it in a day, and it's just so good. Like, it's just really well written, and it's like such a neat little character study. Because I feel like, I don't know, I'm thinking of No Longer Human by Osama Diallo. A lot of people say that it's like quite similar to The Stranger, and I feel like it is. But I feel like the thing with No Longer Human and why I don't like it as much, I haven't actually finished it, but why I don't like it as much is it feels very self-indulgent in the way that it's like it's about a guy who like doesn't really care about anything, but then in No Longer Human it's really like self-indulgent, like he's waxing poetic about how he doesn't care about anything, and he's always trying to remind us how funny and nice he is and how everyone just thinks he's the most hilarious guy in the world, but also he hates himself and he's such a terrible person, but also he's a fucking comedian. That just a little bit, I still like the book, but it's not as good as this, because in this you can really tell, like, it's sort of like kind of jarring to like read about the main character seeing other people's reactions to what he thinks and he is telling us is completely normal behavior, like the most normal. But then there's these people around him who are like looking at him really disgustedly and really like, what the fuck? Yeah, which I just think is so like powerful, because I feel like if someone else wrote this, or if it was written now, it would be like, it would be self-indulgent. It would be like, I'm just so weird and no one understands me and blah blah blah. And I feel like that's the main strength of this book, that it doesn't do that. It just presents itself so straight up, so completely like straightforward, and like this is what was happening. This is, yeah. I just really liked it. I might do another review on No Longer Human when I finally finish it, but I don't like it that much, so maybe I won't. So I just don't do book reviews. Like, who the hell do you think I am? But yeah, I say I don't do book reviews. I did a. It wasn't actually a review. That video that I did on the secret history. That was just me talking about the secret history for no reason. What are other books? I could do one on Fear and Loathing. I feel like that book doesn't need a review though. You just have to know that it's fucking hilarious and I love it. Catcher in the Rye. I love Catcher in the Rye. That's I just love Holden. I think he's such an amazing character. I think the way it's written is so nice, and it's like, it's fun to read because it's like going on these long tangents of like Holden just going blah 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 blah. I fucking hate everyone. Yeah, I think that's really fun to read. Also, it's really fun to write. If you've ever, I like to do this a lot, but after I finish a book, I like to try and write in the style of that book. So writing in the style of Catcher in the Rye is just so joyous because it feels so cathartic, just being able to voice your grievances with the world and be like, it really does. Everyone is such phonies, they really are. Yeah. So that's cool. Also, the Goldfinch. I love the Goldfinch. I've been thinking of rereading it recently, because sometimes just sections of it pop into my mind and I'm like, God, that was such a good section. Like when Boris comes back to New York and meets Theo, and then Boris is like telling Theo, and like they're in the car doing coke, whatever, and it's like revealed that the painting was fake. Not fake. It's just Boris took the fucking painting. What else have I read? I've still not read all of Tropic of Cancer. Why? Because I haven't. On the Road, I have about 5 pages left of On the Road. I'm so good at not finishing books, but like, I will finish it eventually. And I do like On the Road. It's just a lot, you know what I mean? It's like they go to a million different places at like a million different eras. Not eras, but like years. And I don't know what to do about any of it. What's going on? I don't know. All I know is that Dean is fucking batshit, and that's about it. Who knows? Can he stop stealing cars? Also, in like the last part the most recent part of the book that I read, he like stole about 5 different cars in a singular night. Like he just kept driving into town in one car and then driving back in another, and then just back and forth, and then like getting into trouble with some like neighbors or something, and they were gonna shoot him. I don't know. It's just Dean. He can't make good decisions. He's incapable of that. Yeah, and neither can Sol. Okay, neither can Sol. He also doesn't know what's going on. Neither of them do. No one knows. Who cares? Yeah, but I do want to read more from Jack Kerouac because his writing is just like that level of ridiculousness that I love, like that self-indulgent, like sad boy ridiculousness, where he's kind of like, oh, woe is me, but also I'm gonna steal a car. Like, I think it's just fun. So yeah. Also, I want to find some more authors from like the Beat generation because I like that era. I like the 40s. I think it had some good books around. Yeah. Oh, and another book I'm reading right now is fucking As I Lay Dying. That one is good. That one I do actually really want to finish. I think I'm gonna start because I read like 100 pages of it, and then kind of forgot about it. But I want to start reading it again when it gets to actually being hot outside, so I can really like vibe with it. Because right now it's like cloudy and windy, and I'm like, that's not the right weather to be reading As I Lay Dying. So yeah. I feel like that's enough book talk. There are probably other books I'm reading. Oh yeah, Notes from the Underground. I was listening to that on YouTube. It's fine. I actually don't really like it that much. I thought it'd be like an easy little, like as my first Dostoevsky instead of going into like one of the big massive books, but I don't know. I'll have to find something else of his that resonates with me more. Because the thing about Notes from the Underground was it really just wasn't what I thought it was going to be, so I guess I was kind of disappointed. Because my idea for it was arguably better than what it was. No, I'm joking. Still. Yeah. Anyway, peace out, guys. Bye bye. Like and subscribe.